You know, Sundays are a great day to go for leisurely drives in the country, and today just happens to be Sunday, and we have a special video. Here's Car Question, Mathieu here, and we're in one of the most spectacular areas in Los Angeles to take this for a drive.
Yeah.
The GT500, plus what?
Plus the whole horse of the staple Mustang. Stable.
Okay.
Sorry, my friend.
That's okay. His French, my English, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, the whole stable of ponies are right here. Let's go.
Everybody, everything's moving inside the cabin, Brian.
I know.
That's called G-force.
You got to secure everything when you're in here.
So, Mustang power, all the ponies. Let's start with the EcoBoost 2.3. A lot of people told us, hey, it's not a real Mustang because it doesn't have a V8. Well, you know what? That EcoBoost 2.3 liter engine is going to be good for 310 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque, and this can hold, this can move.
Yeah, on these canyon roads, it has no problem actually keeping up with the big boys. You know, you got to work it a little bit harder, but that's fun. That's part of the fun of driving a four-cylinder car like that.
And believe me, you've got the sound of an engine coming out of that four-cylinder. I don't know how exactly they tune it, but really when you put the exhaust into track mode, you can hear a lot of music, and that's really fun. So you've got the Bullet. Have you tried the Bullet, Brian?
Yeah, Bullet. I've driven it a few times. It's one of my favorites. First of all, it's affordable. You know, it doesn't have all the flash like some of these other ones have, which I like. I like it. It comes in manual, and the sound of the Bullet. It's just too cool.
Geez, what happened to that video? Did you do something in the editing?
I don't know. We actually have an extra person now in the back.
Is it magic or?
That's Sebastian back there. Say hi, Seb.
Hi. So what happened, Brian?
So we had a little bit, it wasn't us, that there was a little mishap with our Shelby GT500 we were in. What happened, obviously, is actually a rock had punctured.
That's snake venom. Smell that, Brian. Do you smell it?
Yeah, that's snake venom, all right. Anyways, we got a puncture in one of our radiators from a rock. Snake just leaked out all its venom.
So that's not good. So we were talking about the EcoBoost.
Yes, we were. Yeah, very, very capable. We are on the Angeles Crest highway. And so Ford has put together this drive with their whole lineup. So there's convertibles, there's an EcoBoost, the GT350, GT350R, GT500,
Bullet.
The Bullet. And I'm telling you right now, if you've never been on this highway and you are a fan of anything that moves fast, you gotta get yourself here, especially on a Sunday. The weather is beautiful, and it was like a playground out here today for, oh man, like we saw hundreds and hundreds of motorcycles and classic cars and exotic cars and some wild things that you'd think you were like living a video game. Seriously.
Yeah. So this is the place to test all those Mustangs. So EcoBoost done, yep. Bullet, well, you probably saw the video that we did on Car Question, Everyday Review. Yep. So there's nothing much to say about this car. But now the GT350, which is a real impressive car. This one is 5.2 liter V8. It's called the Voodoo engine, and it's good for 526 horsepower at a screaming 8,250 RPM. This is literally the sound of a Ferrari. And it's naturally aspirated as well. Yeah, naturally aspirated. So that's the big difference that you're going to get between this one and the GT500. So the GT500, how many horsepower, Brian? 760?
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Yes.
But a little bit lower RPM, 7,500, but it's still a screamer. So let's say we have a curve ahead, but Sebastian, are you holding on?
Yeah.
I tried to. Oh, have you listened to that beautiful French accent?
Oh yeah.
Let's make a little bit of revolution.
Oh,
Just 5,000, but you can hear that scream with that car. So let's try a little bit more, Brian. Put it in first gear. There you go, 7,500.
Yeah.
It's just music to the ear. So torque's not pretty bad. It's 625 pound-feet of torque at 5,000 RPM. This one is mated to a Tremec transmission. There's no manual
I know.
in the GT500. Are you deceived by that? Because if you go with the 350, you got one though.
Yeah, so now you have different modes right now. What mode are you in right now? You have a big tachometer right now. What is that?
Yeah, it's like 12 inches, but I'm in track mode because...
Oh, we're in track mode.
This one's just like a track. That road's just like a track, so...
And of course, slowing us down, humongous Brembo brakes.
16.5 inches in the front. When you look through that wheel, the one that we had had carbon, but this one doesn't have the carbon track package, but it's still incredible to look at the size of that brake.
Our green snake that we were driving earlier, here, pull over here, pull over here.
Oh, pull over here.
Yeah.
Oh, late call.
Our green one actually did have the carbon fiber on it. It was sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet.
My turn to drive.
Oh, your turn to drive.
Yeah.
There you go. You go. Actually, my mouth's kind of moving toward the seat.
My mouth is salivating. This thing is delicious.
So when you check also the numbers, this come at a high price though. This is the most powerful Mustang ever, but it's a little bit of money that you're gonna have to spend, and that carbon track package is a lot of money. Actually, it's more than 20 grand as an option. So you start with a price around 94K for this one, but it's gonna go up really quickly.
Yeah, it is a lot of carbon. Like that rear wing on that carbon package, it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge, but it's also really useful. Believe me or not, you can adjust it and it will give you more grip, but you got to be on the track to feel it, but not on everyday road where you're going to be rolling at maximum 100 kilometers. Hey, Brian?
Speaking of carbon though, carbon fiber wheels. I don't think I've ever driven a car with carbon fiber wheels before.
I never did too. Usually you see those pretty exotic Italian car with those kind of wheels, but on this car it really looks good. You've got that senses of it's really deep, but it's also really large, and the tires are so sticky. But you know what's gonna happen with this kind of car and those tires? You're gonna change them quick if you've got a heavy foot. Even if you're light federate, those tires are amazing grip, but they're gonna go amazingly fast into you.
Oh yeah, they are soft and they are sticky. You're basically driving like on marshmallows.
Yeah.
You know. So not only are we here for just all of these Mustangs on this amazing canyon drive, we are also here for another Mustang as well.
The Mach-E, that new Mustang which is in the house, and there's been a lot of people telling us, hey, it's not a real Mustang.
There's a lot of controversy, yeah.
But you got to understand something. It's another fast car, another choice in the Mustang lineup. So Ford is telling us that this is a fast EV car, and it's their first EV car, and it bears the horse on it. So guess what? It's a performance EV car. It's a real street fighter there to be able to compete with the fastest. It's all-wheel drive. It's incredibly good looking. I really love the design. So
I think a lot of people are just having a problem that they're using the name on an SUV, and you know, and this is the first four-door Mustang, you could call it, and also the first Mustang available with all-wheel drive.
Yeah, but
right?
you know what? To that point of performance, even this GT500 could use all-wheel drive. Yeah. Because you've got so much torque, more than the grip that you can generate out of those rear tires. So if you want more acceleration, because by the way, it's not the fastest, you've got an awesome number of horsepower, but it's not the fastest in straight line. But straight line speed is not about, it's not about everything, you know, you need to be fast on the track also, but it could use that all-wheel drive power. So still, it's a nice new addition, and it's performance related, so why not?
it'll come in a GT model, 0 to 60, 3.5 seconds, they say.
Yeah.
Right. So that's like Porsche 911 territory. Right.
Yeah, and you know what? The competition with EV cars out there, some had their problem over time. It was finally a good time for a big manufacturer with a lot of dealers around worldwide to be there to give you great services, to make it to make it as easy as it can be to service the car, but also to get some availability. And I'm pretty sure that Ford has played all its cards in that new Mustang Mach-E. But I know if you're a purist, just like a lot of people when it comes to Mustang fans, you might scream. But believe me, this car is really something unique.
This road is, it's seriously a playground for cars.
Not just car. Everybody that comes here, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah. So, there you go, man.
All right, well, thanks for being on Everyday Reviews.
Thank you. And next time, I pick the car.
So you pick the car? All right.
So we won't broke down on the road.
Yeah. It's your fault.
No, it's not my fault. Come on, we're gonna stop that, and Sebastian is gonna tell whose fault it is.
Sebastian, you want to drive now?
Yes.
What? What?
Yes,
I can't hear him. What?
Yeah.
What? You say something?
This Take care, subscribe, do a thumbs up. See you later, guys.
All right, take care. Thanks.